Missouri Tigers so far?
Being back home.
When you went in the portal, obviously you know a lot of guys on this team. Who'd you talk to on the roster about coming back and what you could expect?
Luther. Yeah.
What did he tell you about the team, and what was his, I guess, maybe his pitch or why you should come to Missouri?
Luther, he always wanted me to come to Mizzou since we was at East Side. Like when I went to Clemson after my freshman year, so me and Lou always stayed in touch. But when I told him already, like in the middle of the season, I was trying to come back home, so he didn't really have to do too much.
How do you describe like the whole bond between like all the St. Louis guys in this group?
It's tight, because a lot, St. Louis is a small city, everybody knows each other. Like, me and Luther, we've been playing against each other since we was like 10 years old. We got a picture from us, like, when we was in Little League, GFL, JFL, just playing against each other in high school. Like, same with Mookie, I played against him in high school, Joe Moore, Brady Cook. And I think with me going to 3 different high schools, I played a lot of St. Louis guys.
Especially with that last season, how do you feel like this program is different, maybe this year?
Oh yeah, Mizzou, they got a lot coming. Watching them while I was at another program, I could just see it. Like, they got a lot of momentum. Coach Drink, he got a lot of good things coming. He on the right track, and I just wanted to be a part of it.
Toriano, I don't know, since Luther's in the slot, I don't know if you guys get a chance to go one-on-one and practice much, but what are those, going back years and years, what's that matchup like?
Yeah, we really don't get to go against each other a lot, but that matchup it's fun. Me and him, we talk a lot of trash to each other. He get a few plays, I get a few plays.
Mookie told us you're the biggest trash talker in the secondary. Has that always been part of your game?
Yeah, I love it. I'm a quiet person, but when I'm on the field, I just talk. It get me through a lot of things.
What's the motivation there? Like, do you have a plan when you're going at somebody? What's it?
I like when I have fun. I talk. I'm goofy. I troll. Like, if you're on the other side, like if you're a receiver, you drop a ball, that's all you gonna hear from me. Or like if you're not getting the ball, if Brady not throwing you the ball, like I'm just saying little stuff to throw you off. Like, oh, Brady don't even want to give you the ball. Like even like just little stuff.
Okay, what if it's the first play of a scrimmage or something, like nothing's happened yet? How do you start the trash talk, or do you let a couple plays happen and then you kind of download your information of what you can say?
It really depends. Like, sometimes it depends on who I'm going against too, though, because it's a lot of dudes I know I could get in the head easily. But it's some dudes that just look at me and just be like, oh, okay. And I can't talk trash to certain people because they don't. You can only talk trash to people that entertain it. So, like, if they don't entertain it, there's really no point. But I'm going to still say a few things. So.
You mentioned you bounced around some, and when you come into a program for the first time, what's your process of finding your spot, finding your role, and what you can contribute?
I think just, moving a lot around in high school, I just learned. For me, I feel like it's easy for me to adapt to, like, really anywhere. I think that's just the type of person I am. Like, I'm not the loudest in the room. I'm coachable. I feel like I'm a quick learner. I study my plays, so it's like I feel like I fit in anywhere as long as I put my mind to it.
Toriano, we've heard a lot about Cam Keys. Just what are your thoughts on him as a player and how he's approached this fall camp?
Oh, he a dog. My boy Cam, he good. He on the right track. In the scrimmage, he showed out in the scrimmage yesterday. He got a few tackles. He had a little blitz everybody was happy about. He got a tackle for loss and turned the whole defensive sideline up.
Toriano, for Mizzou fans, how would you describe your game?
I'm very physical. I like to talk. I'm a team player. I'll do anything just for us to win. Like, that's all I really care about. I just want to win. I don't like losing.
Going against an offense that's bringing its like top 7 receivers, it's got its quarterback, its offensive coordinator. How is that sharpening iron type of thing going? Like, how's that help you since you've been here?
I feel like it's the best. Honestly, I feel like it's preparing me better than anybody we playing against on our schedule. Like you said, we got the number 7 receiver core. And then you got Brady Cook, just going against them every practice. Every day at practice, I feel like it's not really anybody that could, like, surprise me any Saturday, and I'd be like, oh, I haven't seen him before because I'm covering one of the best, a lot of the best receivers in the SEC.
Toriano, from sound of it, a lot of people back in St. Louis probably knew you were coming back before maybe the general public did. But when you kind of made it official, what was the response from people back home about you being back here to play?
What's crazy, a lot of people didn't think I was gonna come back because I didn't really it was something I'd tell my dad, but my dad didn't know I wanted to come back home. I knew by week 6 I was like, I'm coming back home, but I didn't say nothing because my dad would jump ship. He'd be like, I bet, let's do it. But I wanted to make sure I was sure. But whenever I did, a lot of people was assuming a lot of other schools, and I just wouldn't tell them where. But as soon as I forgot the thing where I turned the communication off, they knew where I was going.
and kind of was that the people back home, how excited were they?
Yeah, no, they was super excited. Mainly my family, my grandparents, they could come to my games, my papa and stuff. He couldn't really come to all my Clemson games. My mom really didn't go to none of my away games. She would come to some of my home. My dad was really the only one that'd be at every single game. And growing up in St. Louis, my family always been to all my games. My dad never gonna miss anything. He's never missed a football practice since I got to college. But I just wanted it to be my family could come to the games and stuff like that. But the city of St. Louis, to play at the teams I played for, in high school, that was all happy for me.
How big of a difference do you feel when Luther commits to Mizzou and, kind of makes that, like Coach Drink said, okay for high-star recruits to do?
Yeah.
How big of a difference do you feel like Luther made here?
Oh yeah, he made a huge difference. Everybody knows he made a big difference because he could have went to any other school. I think he was the #1 receiver in our class and in the country. So yeah, it shocked the world that he wanted to stay home, but everybody thought he was a fool for it. But now look at him.
Do you St. Louis guys want to? Because St. Louis can kind of run hot and cold on Mizzou.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a goal of you want to establish Mizzou and St. Louis with a bond that doesn't break easily?
I think now it's more of a trend. It's been a trend. I can't really say it's been a trend because I didn't really jump on the St. Louis and Mizzou, but it is now. As long as I feel with how they did last year and how we should do this year and what we think we're capable of doing, we should get a lot more St. Louis recruits. As long as Coach Drink keep doing what he do.
What's the biggest thing coming from another big program like Clemson, Dabo Swinney, the ACC? What's it like going from there to Mizzou and the SEC and Coach Drink?
The difference. Let me think. It's a lot different, but then it's not a lot different. The football stuff is not really different. I'd say the fall camp probably different, but I'd say college is college. Everybody go by a certain schedule. Obviously, the coaching gonna be different, relationships different, people different. But on the football side of it, it was kind of the same. One thing I'd say was different though, it was very hot there. I'm used to that.
One more question for Toriano.
Toriano, how does having family in the stands help you as a player?
It helps me a lot because I feel like anybody that I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say it's self-explanatory, but everybody would play a lot better if they know their mom at every mom, sister, and grandma and papa at every game, or they could come down the road and come to some of the away games. Just knowing you got them in the stands, not just one person. I feel like that for me that'll make me happy because I want my mom at all my games.